Hello everyone and welcome to WAW Watch Along Wrestling. Thank you so much for tuning in this week. If you're watching this on our YouTube channel, you're only going to get the audio. This set of collection of matches, it's going to start just the audio only. So if you want the full video and audio, jump over to our Patreon, join us there, $5 a month, so nothing crazy, and you'll get the full audio video. You'll get behind the scenes stuff with some people's asked to see my office, so there's a video on there of that. Extra matches with Sting, with Gavin. We posted some of those on there. We may do some extra stuff with Sean and Caitlin as well as it goes along. But jump over, just scan the QR codes right over here, right there, and they'll take you to all of our social media stuff, Patreon, YouTube, X, all that good stuff. So be sure to click on that. Like I said, today starts off the first of the collection of matches. So if you go to your Peacock and you go down to where it says Match Collections, you'll see a whole list of stuff. This one's going to be the Elimination Chamber. We're going to watch, I believe, 5 Elimination Chambers today. We're going to be coming from, bring it up real quick, SummerSlam 2003, No Way Out 2008. There's 2 of those on that one. Elimination Chamber 2017 and Elimination Chamber 2018. So we're going to watch all those with Sean. And Caitlin might join us maybe for the ladies' Elimination Chamber. But we're looking forward to this one. I think it's going to be a great episode. After that, this will probably be 2 episodes. The next set of episodes is going to be 2 parts. It's going to be Hell in a Cell, and that's with Caitlin. And then the next set of collection matches is going to be the casket matches. Don't know yet if that's going to be 1 or 2 parts. Just kind of depends. But we'll watch those with Gavin. So coming up right after the break, we'll get things going. Go ahead and bring up SummerSlam 2003. And the time key you're going to want to start at is 2 hours, 7 minutes, and 33 seconds. It's 2 hours, 7 minutes, and 33 seconds. So we'll be back with Sean right after the break. Join Officer Messer in the Academy Roleplay on Twitch as he brings hilarious content through the Academy. Officer Messer, who is on a mission to bridge the gap of law enforcement and the community by humanizing the badge, is the owner of the Academy Roleplay, also known as TARP.
I'm bored to death chasing this guy. He was driving faster when we weren't chasing him. It's a bit of a tap here. We'll get us going, brother. A little bit of a tap here. No, don't do it. Don't do it.
Continuing East Joshua Road.
I was joking. Oh my God, I'm gonna get banned from the server. Hey chat, don't clip that, please. Don't clip that. Can you start a truck to 7354? This guy lost control of his vehicle. We were getting some donuts from the gas station and hit one of the pumps. Hey champ, can you walk that one off? Come on, bud. Just walk. Come on, let's get you out. Let's walk that one off. If you let this ride, I'll throw 200,000.
Guys, I found his TikTok one night and have been hooked ever since. His crazy, goofy, and sometimes soft-served antics will definitely give you a break from everyday life and give you a good laugh at the same time. Check out Officer Messer on Twitch and TikTok, and let's bridge the gap together. And welcome back to WAW Watch Along Wrestling. Like I said, SummerSlam 2003 Elimination Chamber. Sean, thank you for joining me. How you doing, sir?
Doing good.
All right. They are getting ready to head back to school this week. Sean is going to be a senior in high school, which is scary. That the fact that my oldest is now graduating, but they're heading back this week along with tons and tons of other kids. So remember them as they start heading back. They have a safe school year, not just my kids, but all the kids going back to school. I hope they have a great time. So Elimination Chamber. Have you ever watched Elimination Chambers?
Yes.
I didn't know if you've ever seen any or not.
The only ones I've seen is later 2000, so 2013, 14, and 15.
Okay.
Those ones.
So this Elimination Chamber, this is the second Elimination Chamber match. I watched the first one with Caitlin.
Mm-hmm.
The Elimination Chamber was designed as kind of like a Survivor Series meets War Games match. War Games, of course, was from the NWA, WCW time.
I love War Games.
Yeah, War Games, 2 cages, 2 rings. So they kind of combined all that on this. So they had the pods. So it's a fun match. I enjoy these matches. So I tell you what, let's do. We're going to listen to the audio of this. You want to give them a countdown? So like 3, 2, 1, play. So again, 2 hours, 7 minutes, 36 seconds.
3, 2, 1, play.
Well, King, there you see it, and time is here. It weighs 10 tons, ladies and gentlemen. The Elimination Chamber. You know, there's going to be one winner, but I got a feeling over the long haul, there may not be any survivors of the 6 brave men that are going to step inside this structure. Well,
You saw and we all heard that, I guess, last minute. I don't know if that was actually a pep talk that Nate was giving to Triple H. It was pretty solemn. It was very serious. I think Triple H is in a world of trouble tonight, JR.
Mathematically speaking, Triple H has got to go into this matchup as an underdog. It is the Elimination Chamber. There's only been one. That was last November at the Survivor Series.
All these guys, that's just great talent. Nash, Jericho, Triple H, Shawn Michaels, Goldberg,
and Randy
Triple H.
This is what he's got to be thinking. The last time Triple H was in one of these Elimination Chamber matches,
they're all
great.
Probably, it might have been the least talented as far as in-ring ability in this group is Goldberg.
I can agree with that. But with Goldberg, he's had multiple signature moves throughout his career.
Oh yeah, he's got it.
36 feet in diameter, over 10 tons, a solid steel designed to punish the human body.
So while Eric Bischoff and all of them's talking real quick, a little bit different look set up here with the Elimination Chamber logo at the top, the WAW logo, all the QR code scrolling through, and of course our video packet. Let us know if you like that look or not. Kind of got a little bit different look in the office too.
The feedback helps.
Yeah, definitely. So there's a little bit look. I hate that fan behind me, but it is hot in here, and the light too, kind of. But got the WAW logo on the TV there. Sean, move over just a little bit that way, just your head. Hey, nope, well, that's good. Little movie posters back there that's kind of scrolling through. All right. Move your noggin there, bud. Right there. So, and that's my newest addition to my wrestling collection. That's the Undertaker urn that my kids make fun of me for having. So, you're good.
The reason we make fun of him is because it's a little disturbing to have an urn just sitting in your office.
Maybe, but it's wrestling stuff. It's all right. Let's take a listen back into this again.
This year is going to be a little bit different because Evolution is going to make sure that I walk out of Phoenix, Arizona, the World Heavyweight Champion.
So who do you think is going out of this collection of men? Who do you think is going to win this?
I know it's not going to be Goldberg. I mean, I feel like Goldberg will hold his own, but I feel like he will go out within 20 minutes of the match.
So, there's one thing I want you to listen to. Probably the best power bomb that Kevin Nash ever gives is in this match. The sound of it, the thud is just amazing. One thing I want to do too, if you watch the episodes with Gavin with Sting, we had so many camera issues, it was ridiculous. I hope we've got that fixed and it's not going to do that again. So if you happen to see the camera, if it's frozen, and just let me know, because I'm not always looking over here to see it. So just kind of let me know if it does.
I got you on that.
All right, here we go. SummerSlam Elimination Chamber. Listen, I love listening to this guy, Howard Finkel. He is a great announcer.
4 participants will enter the ring and will be confined in the internal chambers. The remaining 2 participants enter the ring and the match begins.
Looks a
then,
lot different
every 3 minutes, a superstar will join.
Yeah, this Elimination Chamber is the original. It was round, where the new one is square.
Square, and the cages there are different too.
Yeah, they're square. And I like the new one. The only thing I don't like about the new version of it, and I know why they did it, is around the outside of it, they have pad instead of the metal grate. Mm-hmm. They've got the pad because the guys were getting hurt every time they get slammed on it. I just wish they'd make the pad continually all the way around instead of they cut the pad off where it's not inside the pods. Yeah. So it just kind of looks weird. I think Randy Orton is probably the best wrestler to come along in his generation, period. And even now, today, I think Randy's great.
He walked so other wrestlers could run.
Do what now?
He walked so other wrestlers could run.
Yeah. Now, he was cocky, arrogant, and stupid when he first got in there. He made so many mistakes, like out behind the scenes outside of the ring, that cost him a lot of stuff. And really, he probably should have got fired for some of the stuff he was doing, I guess. But Triple H saw a lot in him, and for good reason. Like I said, I think he's great.
The doors haven't changed much either.
Yeah, they're just rounded. The new one's just straight.
Kevin Nash.
You know, he used to play basketball for University of Tennessee.
That's where I know him from.
You know him from that?
Yeah.
You're probably the only person to ever say, I know Kevin Nash because he played basketball at UT.
Yep.
You're probably the only person
that's the only place I know him from.
So you don't remember him as far as the NWO, WCW, all that?
No.
Well, we're going to have to watch that stuff because Tennessee basketball is like that much of what he is known for. Like, probably even less than that.
Well, you know how I am when it comes to being a fan of Tennessee.
Yeah, but that's just kind of weird. I did not know it until he was in WCW.
Gosh, he looks like this one actor I know. You seen the Canadian TV show Trailer Park Boys?
Mm-mm.
There's a guy on there who plays a character called Ricky. He looks just like him.
Oh, yeah?
The goatee and the haircut.
I don't really know the full story, why he's wearing these pads or whatever on his thighs. I think there you go. Pulled groin muscle. Pulled groin muscle. There. I said it right that time.
Try saying that sometimes fast.
Yeah, I know, right? It was goofy looking, but I mean...
This is back when Triple H was still... Triple H.
Yeah. Triple H gets a lot of flack for not being great. And all.
He gets a lot of rep, and
I think Triple H was great. I enjoyed him. And that, of course, is my favorite version of any World Heavyweight title, period.
You have that one?
Yeah, that one over there.
Okay.
Which, it's the big gold. I'm not necessarily the WWE version of it, just the big gold belt. I think that's what a world title should look like.
Yeah, I think the only Elimination Chamber that I really enjoyed was with Cactus Jack.
Cactus Jack has never been in an Elimination Chamber.
I thought he has. Mm-mm. I must be thinking of Halloween Havoc then.
So he was not. So Halloween Havoc's never had Elimination Chamber. Halloween Havoc was WCW. Yeah. Now he was inside the.
It was back when he wore the red and black flannel and had the leather cuff bracelets.
So that was probably a Hell in a Cell match. Now, if it was Halloween Havoc, you're thinking of Chamber of Horrors, which had Cactus Jack, Sting, Vader, the Steiner Brothers.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. Yeah.
Elegante, what is his name? Abdullah the Butcher, and the Diamond Stud, which was Scott Hall.
That's why.
So they edit this out, but right here when he does his next kick, that one, he actually slips and falls.
He's probably, the oldest guy in the ring right now?
No, I think Kevin was probably... it's either him or Kevin.
I don't know. Kevin looks younger than him.
No,
Like about a year younger.
it's him or Kevin. One. That's the oldest.
It's staring down into the eyes of Triple H.
Yeah, him and Triple H are locked in a feud.
Oh,
right
they've
here.
always had that.
So let's skip ahead just a little bit, just to get some of these entrances over with. So we're going to skip ahead. So Shawn Michaels is in the ring. Time queue is 2 hours, 20 minutes, and 37, 38, 39, 40, and so forth.
Gosh, that haircut.
Who, Shawn's?
Yes.
Oh, I know it wasn't as bad as it was at the year before. where
Both
he
of their haircuts. Oh my
he
goodness.
had a little, like, Dora
rat tail,
looking-
basically.
He had a Dora haircut looking then.
Oof.
These two had a good feud too, especially at WrestleMania 18 or 19.
I think it was 19.
They yeah, it was 19.
Oh, clothesline.
Then they would have another feud. They wrestled at a SummerSlam, so they've always had good matches.
Yeah. Oof, that was a close.
Slapped the taste out of his mouth.
Now here comes the trash talking.
I could not let just somebody walk up and slap. I know they get paid a lot of money, but I could not let somebody just walk up and slap me in the face.
No, neither could I. Willingly, I couldn't. If I knew how much I was getting paid for this, it would depend.
Knowing that's coming, I would be like flinched up. And
Yeah. But knowing how much I'm getting paid, it would all depend if I would let them willingly. Oh.
so something about this ring, I don't know. It just sounded different. I don't know if they had like a microphone under the ring turned up more or something, but everything them hitting just sounds louder and more impactful. So I thought about Kevin Nash's powerbomb later.
It's more suspenseful. Oh, here's the timer. Let's see who they enter.
I think it's Randy.
You don't remember?
I'm pretty sure it's Randy. It's either Randy or Kevin, but I think it's Randy. Yep.
It is Randy. He's going for the top rope and heading for a jump. Ooh.
And I did not know this until I was watching a biography on him. He was born in Knoxville.
Who?
Randy.
You really didn't know that?
Nope. Didn't know that until...
How did I know that and you didn't?
You didn't know that.
Yes, I did.
You did.
I 100% did. Don't you give the camera that look? I'm waiting for Goldberg to come out. I want to see how long he lasts.
He's next to last. So next will be Kevin, then it's Goldberg, then Triple H.
Ooh.
So landing on that stuff right there, my God.
Well, you have to think, it's all steel. It's gonna hurt like heck.
Oh yeah, definitely. And that's where they would add the padding is along the flooring.
Oh.
I know his feet are hitting first, so that's where that loudness is coming, but you're still landing on it.
But you have to think about it. Your feet are the base of your body, so landing on your feet like that, it's going to send a shockwave all through your whole body. It's going to be painful either way.
Just give you a little time cue in case something you may be off. We're at 2 hours, 26 minutes, and 51, 52, 53. And here comes the...
Chris Nash.
Who?
Or Kevin Nash.
Chris Nash. You okay?
Physically? Yeah.
It's okay. So you're just talking about the balls basketball thing.
And he ain't a small dude.
Oh no, Kevin's a big guy. He wasn't 7 foot, but
no, he's
like they said he was. He's about 6'10".
It's close enough. I mean, at that point, if you're 6'10", you just gotta round up.
Right.
Is he still alive?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What's he doing nowadays?
He is doing a podcast called Click This. And he does autograph signings and things like that. He's not wrestling. He's retired.
Oh, I figured. Oof, great in the face.
So yeah, check out Kevin Nash's podcast, Click This. I'm sure it's on Spotify.
YouTube, music, Google Podcasts, whatever you listen to.
Yep.
Oh, that blood.
Shawn Michaels is running NXT. Jericho, of course, is in AEW. Triple H is the head of creative at WWE for Raw, SmackDown, all that. And Goldberg is retired.
Although, with Goldberg, they did bring him back for one.
Oh, they brought him back for a couple, but, well, a couple years, really. Have 2-3 matches a year, but...
Nothing huge.
Goldberg was all hyped up. Goldberg was not a good wrestler. Goldberg, he was a big guy. So Kevin's the first one out, but he gets pissed off here, and here does his power bomb. Watch this. We'll listen to it too. Before he does anything, Goldberg, he was homegrown WCW. He had an Austin look just because of the bald head, the black tights, and all that. And he was explosive. So his matches were 15, 20, 30
Very
seconds.
old school Austin 316 look.
And that really, in my opinion, hurt him more than it did help him. But he had 30 seconds or so matches. And then when he had to have an actual match with somebody, it's not good.
Because a lot of people compared him to
Just for the
Steve
look.
Austin.
Just for the look, they did.
Ooh.
Austin's vastly different than Goldberg. In the ring.
Yeah.
Austin was good in the ring.
People love Stone Cold.
I like how watch Shawn Michaels.
Oh.
Kicks him right back in. Ric Flair in the background. Flair was great. I loved watching Flair. He was very animated. This powerbomb is good, but it's not the one I'm talking about.
Not that one.
No, it's the one he gets right here. Let's listen to it.
To Orton.
Yep.
Nash is intent on doing some damage before he's forced to leave this chamber.
Kevin Nash is giantly pissed.
It was just something of the way it sounded like.
It's that thud.
Yeah, and I know it's more Randy hitting the mat when he falls on his back, but it made Kevin look powerful. Try not to
Slam it down.
slam it down.
Yeah.
You're going to make everybody's ears pop.
Sorry for anyone listening who heard that.
Now, I think the next one we watch, I think it's the next one, is the one where, and they edited it out so you're not going to see it, but where Undertaker, the flames come up underneath him, catches him on fire.
Oh, I've seen that one.
You seen the match or just that?
Just that.
Oh.
Just that part. The actual match? Never seen it. That hit that Jericho threw to Orton, you could really hear the thud of it.
Mm-hmm. Some of them, I mean, they would like connect, but it's not to the point where it's hurting
Yeah.
much. But then if you watch, they smack their legs. The Rock was really bad about smacking his leg all the time. Which, I mean, I'm fine with it. It gives more of illusion and sound effect to everything. So Goldberg was big coming in for explosive, in-your-face powerhouse. But if his match went longer than 5 minutes, forget about it. And I'm not gonna lie about it. In 96, 97, whenever it was, like, I was a huge Goldberg fan.
Mm-hmm.
When he beat Hogan for the world title and stuff, I remember where I was at. I was in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, on vacation with a family that went to our church, and I had to watch the replay. So everybody was asleep, and I was up at 1 o'clock in the morning watching the replay, trying not to scream and holler when he beat him.
First tap out.
Pinfall.
Nah.
You're gonna have to learn your terminology, buddy. You need a better chair.
Yeah, I
Be
know.
more comfortable.
Yeah, this one's uncomfortable. I thought about bringing my office chair next time. It's a little big.
Yeah, we can widen it out a little bit if we need to. I like this spot.
It's just plexiglass.
Yeah, but it's still a cool illusion, sparing him through it. Still a cool, not illusion, a visual. Still a good visual. Because Goldberg, he was built as a monster. And so that just adds to him. And I'll say here an armchair quarterback talking about Bill not a great wrestler. I couldn't get in there and do any of that stuff when I was 20, much less now.
No.
So just an opinion. I hate that Shawn Michaels when he returned, he only got one world title win. I would love for him to have more of a world title run at some point, and even the Intercontinental title. But Shawn was one of those people who they didn't need a title to make them important.
The spear.
And spear, jackhammer, repeat. That's kind of how he was. Power slam.
Another jackhammer.
And then they were two. And one of them won't even get out of the chamber pod.
See who wins this.
Flair is so fun.
Flair trying
He's
to keep
funny, I think, just to watch. He's
doing stuff like that, yeah. Flair, there ain't no use. He's just gonna bust right through it.
At one point, the entire crowd does chant Goldberg. Even back in WCW and stuff. But after a while, it got, like I said, he got exposed for they're not being the greatest. So they had to pipe in the noise. So they played it over the speakers.
Oh, that can't feel good. Like, I've had a chain hit my leg. And coming from that, it's not a fun experience.
No, I'm getting thrown into it.
It feels even worse when it hits your leg, because when it hit me, it hit that bone that runs right between your leg right there.
Your shin. God.
And that was when I was opening a gate at church. And here, he's getting ready for that spear.
Yeah, but look at Triple H's hand.
I know. Got a is that a sledge?
Yep.
That's a tiny sledge.
No, it's a standard sledgehammer. And over. Goldberg gets beat by the sledgehammer.
Oh, this is just dirty.
Beating up a wounded man.
Oh. Right to the throat. Oh, you know that can't feel good. Look at Ric Flair just like trying. Like, yeah, how you like that?
Flair is great. I mean, you love to hate Ric Flair. I did not like Ric Flair as a good guy, ever. Honestly, it's the same with Randy Orton. I like to hate Randy Orton. I don't like him as a good guy. I think Cody Rhodes, once he finally turns heel, bad guy, whatever, he'll be like a Ric Flair.
He's still wrestling?
Who, Cody?
Yep.
Yeah, he's the heavyweight champion.
Oh, yeah, that guy.
That guy.
Oh.
You see what he's cupping it in his hand.
Yeah.
So
but still, it's...
The sledge is not actually hitting him.
But still, that inertia.
If it did, he'd be dead. I mean...
Still, even cupping it was... It's like... In some martial arts, that you take a roll of quarters...
Yeah.
And use it as an amplifier. Mm-hmm. It's a similar concept.
They've done that in wrestling, too. I mean, especially in local stuff, like... Back when I was a kid, they'd have roll a quarter and they'd hit them and then the quarters would be falling out everywhere. Just give the visual too. All right, guys. So that was SummerSlam 2003. Goldberg falling at the hands of the sledgehammer. All right. So the next one we're going to do, if you want to go ahead and bring that up on your Peacock, No Way Out 2008. The time cue is going to be 18 minutes and 41 seconds. 18 minutes and 41 seconds. I tell you what, let's actually do. Let's skip ahead just a little bit so we don't have to listen to the entire video package. That's leading up to it. But in this match again, this is No Way Out from Las Vegas. The new time cue we're going to do is 20 minutes and 31 seconds. 20 minutes, 31 seconds. We'll come back right after the break, and we'll get going with No Way Out, the first one from this pay-per-view, 2008. Hey everybody, listen up. We here at WAW, we talk about a lot of wrestling. But we don't only watch and listen to wrestling and wrestling podcasts, we also enjoy a good horror podcast. Look up the girls at Talk Scary to Me podcast with the Halloween franchise stars Danielle Harris and Scout Taylor Compton. Talk Scary to Me podcast, pretty much nothing is off limits. Everything goes, from horror, sex, love, true crime, and so much more. Follow them on Instagram and find their podcast wherever you listen to your favorite podcast. And welcome back to WAW Watch Along Wrestling. The first Elimination Chamber we just watched, enjoy it, liked it. What was your thoughts on it?
I enjoyed it. It was good.
I thought, it was okay. It wasn't as good as the very first Elimination Chamber.
Gosh, no.
Gosh, no. You haven't even seen the first one. Sometimes he just talks to hear himself.
Commentary, y'all.
So anyway, we're going to go to No Way Out in 2008. I thought this was the one where the Undertaker got caught on fire. It is not. So we're going to add another Elimination Chamber on here.
We have our years mixed up.
Yeah. So we're going to do this. This is the first episode of 2. So we're going to do SummerSlam 2003, No Way Out 2008, both matches from that. And then the next episode will be Elimination Chamber 2010, 17, and 18.
And just to run this by you, I don't know if you want to do it, but what we could do is we could have that as a PDF, and we just update it every once in a while so people can keep on track and everything.
Oh, no, we're good. Well, I make video announcements that we send out. So, all right, so time queue is 31 minutes and 11 seconds. 31 minutes, 11 seconds. You should have The Undertaker already standing at the top of the chamber stairs, fixing to slam the door shut. This is the SmackDown Elimination Chamber from 2008, No Way Out. 31 minutes, 11 seconds. Press play in
3, 2, 1.
Play. I like how he always slams that door closed behind him. He does that in this and cell matches.
And that music, ugh.
So I never understand. So when people say ugh, I know your generation does it like a good thing. Hold on. When my generation, ugh means like, oh God. Like really?
Nowadays, it's like the word y'all. It can mean more than different thing. It all depends on how you pronounce it and what tone you use.
Gotcha.
So like how you were saying, if you said ugh, like something terrible or disgusting, if it's like ugh, like that, like more relaxed, it was like good.
Gotcha.
It all just depends on how you say it.
So guys, I want to encourage you, please scan that QR code right there on the side of your screen. That's going to go through Discord, Patreon, all that stuff. Definitely do the Discord. I want to grow that Discord channel, get everybody in there so we can chat at any time. If you need to talk about anything or you want to talk wrestling, whatever it might be, my DMs are open all the time. Shoot me a message if you want us to cover a certain topic on here, certain match collections or certain wrestler, whatever it might be.
Even if you just want to like send us something, like I know some people might draw something. If you just want to send a picture of it, send it in here.
We can post it up on the Discord. We may even show it on the show. Say, listener or whatever, and show it on here. So, whatever. We want to make this about.
We want to grow this community into something awesome.
Yeah, and let you guys decide what we watch, what we talk about. So, I mean, we don't just talk wrestling on here. I know most of it is wrestling. As you can tell by the stuff behind me, I'm a big horror movie buff. I like scary movies. So we can talk about stuff like that every once in a while. So just whatever. So scan that QR code for Discord, for TikTok, for Patreon, YouTube, all that stuff.
And at some point, I don't know when, we are going to have a Twitch set up.
Yeah, so
that's something we ran, I know.
Yeah, so with Twitch, I don't know if we're going to do live watch-alongs all the time for premium live events. And I'm going to go ahead and say that I'm not the biggest AEW fan. And I know there's a lot of AEW fans. I wanted to love AEW. When it first started, it reminded me of WCW Nitro and all that. So I was rooting for it. It's not my cup of tea. So a lot of the stuff is going to come from Peacock, YouTube. And if we ever do pull stuff from YouTube, we'll post links to it and all that stuff. But if we start doing the premium live events, live streams of WWE, we'll let you know. We may just do the big four: WrestleMania, Royal Rumble, SummerSlam, Survivor Series. I don't know yet if we'll do every single month. I don't think we'll do Raw or SmackDown. We might. I don't know yet. Just kind of depends on how much this grows. So,
and again, if you want to find us, you can find him under the Facebook of this.
No, so I don't have. We don't do Facebook,
or not the Facebook. Under Twitch. The Twitch.
Yeah, my Twitch is Brandon SL26.
Discord.
Your Twitch
TikTok
is
Halls High 573, all lowercase, one word. If you want to find me quicker, just go to Bobby Ray Gray. Go sub to him or watch his videos. I'm in there sometimes. If I'm not in there, I'm in Marshmallows or Thackers.
And he's talking about when he's talking about these people that are streamers on Twitch through the Academy Roleplay, which is something that we both watch. It's
amazing guys and women of that group. They're just awesome.
Yeah, they've built a great community with Officer Messer and his bridging the gap with law enforcement and the community, and then Banhammer, who does a lot of mental health stuff. Bobby Ray Gray, who just does everything.
Bobby Ray Gray, who does a lot of charity stuff.
Yeah.
Officer Thacker, he's done some charity stuff in the past. Marshmallow, she has done some stuff.
So we're kind of skipping over some of this. Batista and Undertaker starting out heavy.
Wow.
Batista and Undertaker. I mean, Batista, again, I was not a big Batista fan. And I know I keep saying that a lot. That I wasn't a big fan of this or that. But Batista was decent. He was not bad. Undertaker just about makes everybody look good, though.
Yes. The only reason I'm somewhat of a fan of him, of Batista,
if you say because he was in Guardians of the Galaxy, I'm
no, because of his acting career. He has some good movies.
Some of his stuff's pretty decent, yes. I do say that I think he is a better actor than he was a wrestler.
Mm-hmm. He did this one movie where he played a bodyguard.
Yeah.
And it was on Netflix.
Real the big movie. Boy. Big Daddy V, Viscera, King Mabel.
He reminds me of a lot of Mark Henry when it comes to weight.
Oh, Viscera's bigger than Mark.
Yeah.
Oh.
That slap.
Been there, done. Not from a big guy like that, but
just imagine all that weight behind the slap.
Mm-hmm.
It cannot feel well. Called him a mastodon.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of beef in this match. I mean,
literally.
Viscera's over 500 pounds. Khali had to be 450, 500 pounds.
Actually, I looked it up. Khali, during matches like during 2008, he was around 450-ish.
They're
but that's muscle, so
big dudes. I'm sorry, Finlay, as great as he is, not have a chance against any of these guys.
No, Finlay's like what, 5-ish something?
What?
In
5
height?
foot? Oh yeah, he's like 5, probably about 5'5", maybe 5'7", something like that.
A bit taller than I am, and about 200 pounds ish. But a lot of these guys are monsters. Gosh, there's that weight on yourself. Oh. The heaviest thing that I have supported with just my abdomen and chest was a semi-truck.
A semi-truck?
Not a semi-truck. A semi-truck camshaft.
I started to say that.
And those are only about 100 pounds. So I was under it, 100 pounds on my chest, holding it there. So one guy could put one part in, and I lifted up the other part. And that's when I was working, so. Oof. Just imagine how one arm weighs. Just his arm itself.
Yeah. And Taker falling out of the chamber because the door locked and
we've seen The Undertaker do some incredible things.
He could have got hurt in that. I mean, pretty bad. I mean, falling out, and he wasn't planning on it, so it was just...
Well, what I'm saying is, we've seen him do incredible things. We've seen him throw guys around the ring like they're ragdolls.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know, you have. Oh.
Time Q 39, 58, 59, 40 minutes.
Yeah, but Feely should not be in there.
Do what?
Finley? Finley, yeah.
Uh-huh.
A guy
He's
his size,
definitely like, which one of these do not belong? Just because of his size versus all these other.
one of these is not like the other.
Yeah.
And I don't think Dave Batista's Samoan, is he?
No. He's not, no.
Okay. I was about to say. Oh.
That's a lot of
weight.
A lot of weight to be hoisting.
Hoist.
Oh God. Big Daddy's gone.
Undertaker's still trying to get himself up there. Oh. Oof.
Mr. I'm surprised that I figured he would be. I've never seen this match, so I figured he would be one of the last guys in just because.
And they're wrong about his height.
He was about 7 foot.
Well, now he's closer to 7'8".
No, he's not. No, you don't grow.
You have one growth spurt right before you turn in your 50s.
Yeah, he's not nowhere near. He's actually shorter now because of his back surgeries and stuff.
But he can still move some weight around. He is a big dude. What? I forget where Kali's from.
India.
I wanted to say it was India. I didn't know if I was right. Wow.
And it picks him up like he would, like Undertaker would pick up Rey Mysterio. Just
like it's nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, Kali's almost unstoppable.
He was very strong, but he was just very limited. I mean, it's just stuff like that. He would fall because he didn't have good mobility at all.
Well, yeah, and that's because of his height.
Yeah, his knees are shot, and I'm sure his hips. And
History has found out the taller you are, the more, it takes a toll on your bones.
Sure. So I know you don't know who this guy is, but Kali is that era's Elegante.
I've heard of Elegante.
Elegante was clumsy, and he wasn't good at all. We'll watch the Elimination Chamber as we get closer to Halloween and stuff. We'll cover Halloween Havoc.
That's the weird
not
thing.
Elimination Chamber, but Chamber of Horrors.
Just seeing Batista standing next to Kali when Kali was pressing against his temples. The size difference doesn't look that far between each other.
One Kali was bent down more.
Yeah,
and he wasn't standing up straight. And Batista's not a small man.
No, he ain't. Oh.
What is this? This is Hell's Gates, I think?
Hell's Gates, yeah. Which is an amazing submission.
Like a chokehold almost, really.
It's almost like an inverted chokehold. So how old is The Undertaker in this?
How long is he in
No,
it?
how old?
Oh, I don't know how old he is here. I what was it, 2008?
2008.
So he's probably in his early or mid 40s.
Wow.
Because he's, I think, 58, 59 now.
I thought he was 60.
I don't believe so.
They brought up Big Daddy V and Mark Henry in it. I would not want to be in that hold.
No, I would not either.
Oh, that's not.
Oh, I looked up and seen him moving like a fish out of water. I didn't know about scraping his back across it. Okay. I didn't know what was going on.
Let's see who's next. I've got a feeling like it's going to be MVP.
Like MVP?
Nope, Finley. Wow. This is like a dog fighting a fly. Ooh. See, that's the thing. I feel like when it comes to fighting, Finley has to think more than the other guys.
No.
He has to come up with different strategies to
I don't think
take
so.
on bigger guys.
Finley's a brute. I mean, he was tough. He was a strong guy.
Well, he's from Belfast. Guys from there are crazy. Grabbing Batista there. Oh.
This is the era. I don't know that they were still doing blood in this era. But anytime you have a cage match, Hell in a Cell, Chamber,
somebody's gonna bleed.
You got to have a little bit at least.
It's 2008, so I feel like they would have.
I can't remember when they kind of stopped from that. So some other stuff we're going to cover, guys, too. After these collection of matches, we're going to go, and I don't know as far as what order, but we're going to cover Hulk Hogan's 2002 little run there, and then also his match at SummerSlam with Randy Orton in 2003, I think it was. Or maybe it's 2003, 2004. But anyway, that run, we're going to go cover Stone Cold Steve Austin from when he won the first time he won the WWF World Title. We're going to start with that Royal Rumble, go all the way through that entire year. We're not going to watch every match from that year, but just key matches. We're probably going to do some early WCW stuff. But once we get close to Halloween, we're going to cover Halloween Havoc for the month of October. When we get probably maybe the last couple episodes in December, all the way through into January, we're going to do the Royal Rumble, which is my favorite pay-per-view.
And there is one for Christmas that I've been wanting to watch.
What's that?
I forget what it's called, but it's on
the ECW Christmas or December to December or something.
Yes.
Okay, we'll cover that one since that's something I've never watched it.
Let's cover that so we can get our opinion on it.
Yep, I've never watched it, so yeah, we can cover it.
I was looking at clips of that a couple days ago. It seems good.
Yeah.
Gosh, Finland looks like he's like.
There's that bulletproof plexiglass that Undertaker just knocked down.
nothing is bulletproof. They say anything is bulletproof, but nothing is.
No, they gotta make it sound like that's bigger and better than what it actually is.
It's basically plastic.
I mean, wrestling is always exaggerates. And they used to say these steel cage, 15-foot high steel cage, 20-foot high, and they're like 10 feet tall.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they're 12 feet, they're not.
And again, there's been guys who've, like, for example, Shane McMahon, he jumped off of a cage and right onto a guy. I mean, it's going to be painful.
Oh, sure. I don't care if it's 5 feet you're going down. It's going to hurt. We still got MVP to come out in this one, right?
Yes, we do. So what we're probably going to do, guys, is we're probably going to skip over all the talking in this after these matches. Cause,
oh, yeah. Once whoever wins, we'll kind of take a beat and go to the next one.
MVP trying to keep it closed.
Undertaker say I would too.
I mean, I don't know if you remember, but Undertaker's last final, hoorah was amazing. His true final match that he had.
So since you're saying, I'm going to ask, do you know what it was?
Gosh, no, I don't. I watched it. I can't remember what it was.
You don't know, but it was amazing. You can't remember who it was, but his last match was against AJ Styles.
Okay, yeah,
at
now
the
I
WrestleMania.
remember.
It was a
Now I remember.
cinematic
Yeah.
match.
It was good.
It was good. I enjoyed it.
And I'm glad that they retired the Undertaker character, make sure nobody else could use it.
Oh yeah, nobody would.
That's a legacy that should not be touched.
Nobody can come. It's not like Michael Myers. You to put a mask on anybody.
Yeah, I know that. I mean,
so you can't. Nobody would have come back and use it.
But it's a legacy that nobody should touch.
So in my opinion, he should never have lost the Mania streak.
I'm not gonna say anything about that, but yes. Taking his chain off. Ooh. I've never understood why guys wear suits like that. Like what MVP is wearing.
Yeah. It's just their style, costume that they wear, outfit, whatever.
He reminds me of a lot of AJ Styles.
Yeah, I can see
how they fight and how they act.
Yeah, I can see some of that.
Or of what's that guy from the Academy that's been coming up recently? Something Academy.
You talking about Gable? Chad Gable?
What's the thing he's a part of with that other dude?
The one that goes, shush!
Yes.
Yeah, it's Chad Gable.
Has like the whole frat kind of look vibe
Yeah.
to his character. Reminds me of him. And Undertaker just taking hits and taking hits.
So Undertaker for me, I liked Undertaker as a good guy. I always have. I like him as a bad guy too.
Mm-hmm. If you know me as a person, I've always loved Undertaker.
When he was the big evil character, he had the short hair, and he was still the bikerish type.
Mm-hmm.
I like that bad guy.
Undertaker and Sting have always been some of my favorite wrestlers. And, of course, John Cena up there, but... Oh.
MVP is gone.
So, let's see. We got... Batista's out.
No, Batista's still there.
Oh, Batista's still in. Colley's out.
Yeah, Colley and Big V and MVP are gone.
So, we have 3 guys left. Got Undertaker on top of a... cage there. Oh,
Knowing everything that now that he's put his body through, anytime he does big stuff like that, I hate it, because if he didn't do that kind of stuff, he could have lasted a little bit longer.
mm-hmm.
But
And we were watching a while back a documentary on Undertaker, and of all these surgeries and everything he's went through.
oh, Hornswoggle.
That blackthorn cane he's got there.
The chalet.
Yep.
What do you call it?
That's what it is.
Shillelagh. I'm sorry, Shillelagh.
So Lady Cane.
Yeah, Undertaker's Last Ride documentary. It's great. I've watched it twice.
And I watched it with you once, and it was amazing seeing what he went through.
Yep.
And you know that cane's gotta hurt because it's blackthorn.
Oh
wood.
my God. Choke slammed him on the freaking grate.
Oof.
Did he just say the unforgiving concrete?
Yes, he did. Actually, no, I think he said
Finley
unforgiving
is
cover.
I don't know. He said one of the two. He didn't say great. I know that.
Yeah.
God, that has to hurt. Wow.
Wait, you think about it, it's
quick little
metal.
time cue: 56-17, 56-18, 19, and 20.
It's metal grating. It's not comfortable. I didn't know Batista was wrestling at this time
Yeah.
until we watched this. I thought he came in a little bit later in like 2010.
No, he's pretty established at this point. I don't know exactly when he came in. I want to say it's like 2003, 4, something like that, maybe.
Oh, Batista and Undertaker. Last two. No, I'm gonna say it's Undertaker on this one.
You say Taker wins this one?
I'm gonna say Taker wins this one. But I don't know. Batista might have a shot.
So I want to get your opinion on this match, and then the second one that's on here. See which one you think's better.
Okay.
So this one's SmackDown. Then you got the Raw Elimination
Got it.
Chamber.
The crowd is really enjoying this.
I love it when the crowd gets into it. They're starting to do it again.
It makes
But they went through a
for
time where the
more
crowd was just sitting on their
enjoyable.
they were always sitting on their hands. They didn't get into anything.
And then we had the whole thing where they have cardboard cutouts and all that.
Oh, during COVID,
Yes.
it was a different time. I mean, it is what it is. WWE done some interesting things during that time, though. I mean, I liked having the fans on the video screens and stuff. That wasn't bad.
Now that was nice.
The Thunderdome, it had a great look to it. I thought it was stupid them piping in fan sounds, though. I didn't like that part,
Yeah.
but it's what it is.
But you gotta do what you can when something like that happens.
Sure.
Just beating after beating.
Powerbomb.
Look at Batista's face. He's like, I used to think the blood was just colored water because of how bright the color was and how liquidy it looks.
Yeah. People used to think they use ketchup or blood capsules, and nowadays sometimes they do. If it's like blood coming out of their mouth, they'll use blood capsules.
Yeah.
And I told your sister a story about me and your Uncle Randy, where we would always wrestle in Mama Papa's living room. One time we was wrestling, and I hit him in the head, and he had a packet of ketchup and smeared it all over his face. I freaked out. I thought it was real blood. I was like 7.
I've
8.
also heard the razor blade incident
Yeah.
wrestling. I also heard of the one about the neighbor that had a wrestling ring in their backyard.
Mm-hmm.
Heard about that too.
So if you know anything about Knoxville in Tennessee, we used to have someone around here by the name of Terry Landell, the K-Town daddy. So my grandparents he lived behind my grandparents. And so during the summertime, I was in the wrestling ring. He had a wrestling ring in his backyard. He was a promoter. And he would have guys out there training and stuff. So in between while they were wrestling and stuff, me and a buddy would jump in and just run around and goof. Yeah. Now the razor blade he's talking about, this was a time when kids emulated stuff out in wrestling and the trampolines and all this stuff. And I was one of those. A buddy of mine, I had hit him in the head with a chair, and he took a razor blade. And it does. I will say this: when that happens, it does fire you up more. So like makes you get into it. Because I started pounding him in the head, dude, and made him bleed even more. We filmed all that stuff. So we watch it. It's so stupid.
Gosh, if we could find those, it would be amazing.
I am not showing that on this, so don't even ask.
Come on.
No, it was. We thought it was like the greatest. We thought it was WrestleMania quality matches, and we had a blast doing it.
I would love to watch those.
Oh, Tombstone for the win. 1, 2, and 3.
See, I had a feeling it would be Undertaker.
Deadman wins it. Headed to WrestleMania. I want to say that year he fought Edge, maybe? I don't know. All right, guys. We are going to take a quick break. As we come back, we will stay with No Way Out 2008, the last Elimination Chamber for this episode. And then next week's episode, we'll let you know the rundown on that. But as soon as we come back from the break, we'll give you a time cue, and we'll get going. We've all been there. Sometimes after a good hard workout or a good run, sometimes we need a little bit of a pick-me-up. Well, let me introduce you to Ghost. Ghost in its simplest form is the world's first lifestyle sports nutrition brand. And Ghost has an amazing line of products, from energy drinks, pre-workout, post-workout, gaming powders, gaming sticks, hydration drinks, which I absolutely love, the kiwi strawberry and the orange squeeze, 2 of my favorites. They also have hydration powders, hydration sticks, and all of these come in multiple flavors. And of course they have much more stuff on their website, ghostlifestyle.com. They have hats, t-shirts, shakers, and much more. Now you can pick up your Ghost products at Amazon, GNC, Walmart, Kroger, and like I said, ghostlifestyle.com. Go to the website for all your Ghost needs. And welcome back to WAW Watch Along Wrestling. We are now going to the second half of No Way Out 2008. This is the Raw Elimination Chamber match. In here you've got Umaga, Shawn Michaels, Chris Jericho, Triple H, JBL, and Jeff Hardy. So a collection of guys. Of course, Umaga no longer with us. Umaga is, of course, part of the Samoan dynasty with Roman Reigns and Yokozuna, The Rock, and the Usos, and all these other great talents that come from that family.
Family that's well known.
Yeah, definitely. So should be a great match, I believe. No, I believe Shawn Michaels and Jericho started the first Elimination Chamber, but no, they did not. I believe it was Jericho and Rob Van Dam that started out the first one, but they were both in it. So, time cue on this one is 2 hours, 27 minutes, and 53 seconds. 2 hours, 27 minutes, 53 seconds. We'll give you just a moment to get there. Of course, guys, I'm going to push it again right here. These QR codes. There you see the Patreon QR code. And it's going to have X, and there is TikTok, and it's going to have Discord. It's going to have all that stuff. So be sure to scan those QR codes. Join the family on all these social media outlets. Of course, if you're watching on Patreon, thank you so much for tuning in. You get the full video and audio from Patreon for $5 a month. Nothing crazy, nothing expensive. We're not trying to get rich off this. This is something me and the kids that are doing this just for fun. Some kind of get me into watching wrestling more.
Trying to get me into it.
Yeah, get everybody into it that is watching it. Of course, he says get him into it, but he didn't even watch SummerSlam with me when it was on the past week. He stayed in his room. But anyway,
How was I supposed to know it was on?
By walking in the living room, coming out of your bedroom, and seeing it.
Text me. So
Text. That's where we're at. He lives in the house. Text me and let me know that it's on instead of walking in the living room and seeing it yourself. Anyway, scan the QR codes and join the family on all this stuff. Like I said, Discord. I'd love to talk to everybody. Get your thoughts, opinions. Like, just for example, the look of how the show's set up now with the logos at the top, the QR codes. Do you like it? Do you want to go back to the way it was with more full screen video? Or let us know. So
let us know your feedback.
Yep, absolutely. All right. So time cue 227.53. Let's go. Last episode or last match on this episode in 3, 2, 1, play. Shawn Michaels and Jericho kicking it off. Again, two guys that had a great feud between each other.
Mm-hmm.
And JBL, I don't know how much stuff with JBL. I loved JBL as a bad guy. I thought he was a smart aleck, cocky, arrogant heel, but he was a good wrestler. He would lay it in, he was like a Bruiser Brody or a Stan Hansen type. He would lay it in and make it look snug.
Guys like that always seem to be good wrestlers.
I like it when it looks more snug. I know the guys probably don't like it as much, but because it's going to wear them out, it's going to hurt them. But I like it.
Cool.
So watch this match. Tell me at the end of this which one you thought was better.
Okay.
Because everybody has their opinion. At this time, Raw versus SmackDown is kind of how it was. Mm-hmm. The backstage between the wrestlers and the writers. Raw was perceived to be the A show and SmackDown was perceived to be the B show. So there was competition between the two shows to try to see who can do better. Me personally, I think Raw was better as far as the sports entertainment value of it. SmackDown, for the most part, I think was better for the in-ring action. Even though Raw had Jericho, it had Triple H, it had Shawn, who are all great. I think SmackDown had better in-ring wrestling, where Raw had better storyline. Again, guys, thank you for joining us on Patreon. If you are on YouTube, you're only getting the audio starting with this episode. So jump over to the Patreon, guys. I'd like to sit down and watch some of the Smoky Mountain Wrestling stuff with you. That was a local
thing.
Yeah, it was, Tennessee, Kentucky era of wrestling, and a lot of stuff is filmed here in Knoxville at the Civic Coliseum. Some of it's filmed in high school gyms. It was this dim lit, wasn't overproduced. It didn't look anything like this. But they had great wrestlers. Shawn Michaels came through there just to kind of help out a guy named Jim Cornette. Undertaker. But they had like Bullet Bob Armstrong, who is one of my favorites of all time. That's when I started watching wrestling. It was Nightmare Danny Davis, Bullet Bob Armstrong, Doug Furness, who was a former UT football player, Wendell Cooley, guys that you've probably never even seen or heard of, and they were there. Rock and Roll Express, just tons of great talent in Smoky Mountain. Cactus Jack or Mick Foley went there.
Love Cactus Jack for just his antics.
Cactus Jack was a great character. I really enjoyed his WCW stuff. Mick Foley as Mankind was good. I didn't care. His Dude Love character was just comical, goofy stuff, which is fine. Mick Foley was a good guy. He's a good wrestler. Mm-hmm. competition.
Here comes the next person. Let's see.
I think it's either going to be Umaga or Jeff.
I have a feeling it's Umaga.
Yep, Umaga.
Pay up, bud.
And I don't think they used Umaga the way they should. He would have been a great heel, like just a big Vader type heel, just come in and start beating you up. And Intercontinental Champion, I would have even seen him as a world champion at some point.
If they used him as a guy who just got in there.
Just a monster. And so I think that's what they should have done with like Otis.
Yeah.
And what's the other guy's name? He's another big guy. I cannot think of his name now. It'll come to me. But anyway, I think Bronson Reed. I think they should use him as a big monster heel like that. And I'll tell you somebody that's going to be good to watch is Rick Steiner's son, Braun Breaker. I think he is going to be an amazing talent.
And that family of Samoans has a legacy of wrestling.
Dude, they are, yeah. The Wild Samoans, which I don't think you've ever seen anything from the Wild Samoans, which I'm sure we'll see some stuff. But
The Rock's father has wrestled.
Yeah, Rocky Johnson, Umaga, Yokozuna, the Usos, Roman, Solo, and all the guys that are coming in now.
It's a huge family that has a lineage of wrestling, and it'll never be forgotten. I mean,
no, all of them leave their mark. I mean, you've got Solo now who tapes his wrist up like Umaga to pay tribute to him, and he does the running from corner to corner and then spins and puts his rear end and smacks him in the face. I think Survivor Series, it's going to have the current bloodline against the old bloodline. I think that's how it's kind of going to go. I think. I don't know. It may not.
The SummerSlam that's coming out?
The Survivor Series. So I think it's going to have Solo.
So the 2024 one?
Yes. So I think it's going to have Solo and his version of the bloodline against Roman, the Usos, and maybe Cody Rhodes, I guess. Maybe. I don't know.
I know for a bit they had Sami Zayn in there.
Yeah, he's not with them anymore.
I remember when they kicked him out.
Well, he kicked himself out. He attacked Roman from behind.
Yeah, I remember that.
That was great. That was really good storytelling.
And recently, Roman Reigns has started to take his Samoan heritage and bring it into wrestling. Beforehand, he had, what was it, the Watchdogs?
I know it was the Shield.
The Shield, yeah.
No,
But
he was
his
a-
character was a dog.
Yeah, well, yeah, on the Shield. Yeah.
Yeah. He
big
had
dog.
Shield, now he has the Bloodline.
So he's not. So you didn't watch SummerSlam, but in SummerSlam, and this is going to air weeks after SummerSlam, but Roman came out and actually helped Cody Rhodes win that match.
Oh, wow.
Because Solo is trying to take over the bloodline, and so we'll have. By the time this airs, we kind of know where that's headed, but we'll have to see.
And if you want to follow the story of that family, there I'm pretty sure there's a documentary about it on Peacock. I think there is. Is there?
I'm pretty sure there's something on that. I don't know if there's a documentary on it, really.
Because there is
But on, like Hulu, you can watch WWE Legends. They've got little... sorry, I'm watching this. They've got little documentaries on there.
They made a movie about the Rock, how he started off. Where he was the
Young Rock.
president.
Young Rock.
Young Rock.
I think it got canceled. I don't think it's on anymore.
It did get canceled. They had
But here's
few
JBL,
seasons.
and watch how he just comes in. It's like a brute. He just beats the freaking tar out of you. I mean, he pulls some of his stuff with that clothesline.
His fighting style, like all going out,
Yeah.
going for everybody, reminds me a lot of how Goldberg was. Where he
With
coming
the
out,
exception of the fact that JBL can really go.
yes, just coming out, hitting guys. That's the only connection I can see from them two.
I mean, you can hear JBL's not smacking his leg. He's hitting him with those, but he's not hurting him where he's going to leave damage. JBL's a rough, tough dude.
Oh, elbow right to the chest. I'm more or less focused on JBL and focused on what's happening behind him right there.
Yeah. I'm not watching Sean and Umaga, really. I'm watching JBL more than I am anything.
I'm watching Umaga more than JBL.
It's weird when you have earbuds in and you're watching this. You can hear the wrestlers kind of talking to each other, and you can hear other kind of
Their commentary to each other.
what they're saying. Okay, backdrop or whatever. I can hear Triple H talking to somebody in his pod, but I keep hearing him talking about Jericho.
It's a little muffled.
Yeah, but it's weird.
Oh. And that kick to Shawn Michaels right onto the grate of that cage. Let's see who it is.
Jeff. Nope.
Triple H. Ooh.
I mean, Triple H was good. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Bret Hart used to be real critical of Triple H. But, like, let's say he's never seen him have a great match or a good match. I think Triple H has some great matches.
I think people just gave him a lot of crap.
A lot of people do because he married who he married. And
He married into the
Yeah.
family that got this going.
And they think that everything was handed to him. I don't believe it was.
No.
For a second.
Now I feel like Shane McMahon, he's a little bit arrogant.
Not the person. His character
His
is.
character, yes, is arrogant.
The person, I think he's a very genuine type of person.
Yeah.
Him and Stephanie both. I think, and Linda. I think the children took after the mother. Let's just say that much. I don't think they took too much after the father.
No.
JBL is gone.
Wow.
JBL on SmackDown was
Look
a great
at all
champion.
that blood there.
We'll have to watch the match between JBL and Eddie Guerrero if you want to talk about blood. I mean, they bled like crazy.
I forget what it was. I think it was on Raw.
Mm-hmm.
It was a match with John Cena, and someone just took him by the back of his head and slammed him into one of the lights on the runway. I forget what that was. You might know it.
So was it like a huge spotlight or just one of the
It was
regular?
one of those lights on the ground.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
On that point up on the runway.
Yeah, I started to say if it's the big spotlight, the Big Show either chokeslammed him through it or Big Show put John Cena through it. I can't.
Well, his head just kind of went through
Or John
and kind
threw
of
him
laid
through it.
there.
I can't remember.
I watched that one so many times. Oh,
I don't know why he just did, but
probably something in Samoan. I'm not that good with languages, so I couldn't tell you. That
maybe
cannot
another
be.
time cue. We are at 2 hours, 43 minutes, and 27 seconds.
Oh, see, even the chairs back then sound better than they do now.
Right.
I don't know what it is. When you see someone nowadays using a chair on someone, it just doesn't have that thump to it.
Yeah. Well, they don't do headshots anymore. You know, because CTE and all the concussions and stuff.
All the rattling of the brain, yeah.
Yeah, they won't even let them do chair shots even if they put their hands up.
Mm-hmm.
Now they'll hit them in the back or something, but
Well, like even just like ramming it into the back or something, it doesn't have that sound. No, MVP, he's more of a high speed, intense, fast guy. From what I can tell right now. Ooh. A double kick right to him. Right there to the Adam Devil. Oof.
Yep.
For a big guy, he sure can move his way around.
Umaga?
Yes.
Yeah, Umaga was very fast. Butt to the face and through the glass.
And they're both just out. feel like sometimes during these Elimination Chamber matches, the glass that they use is breakaway.
Yeah, I think they like pre-score it because it breaks perfectly. So I'm
It
sure
breaks
they pre-score
so
it.
well. Like, I have a feeling like they do something to it to
Yeah, I think they did.
get it that way. Oh my goodness. Oh. Right onto the gut of Umaga.
He gone.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sweet chin music from Sean. 1, 2, 3. He's gone. Now they're all going to fly out of here.
Oh, look at his face.
Sean's.
Yes. Stained with blood.
Pedigree. Sean's gone.
2 left.
Yeah, you're going to have to get a different chair. This makes you look so much taller than me.
For the record, I am not taller than him.
No, yeah.
I am way shorter than him.
I feel I'm be like Tony Schiavone. I'm going to have to raise my chair up and make me look taller.
Raise it up.
No, I'm good. Then my feet won't touch the floor. I'm short. So.
For context, you're what, 5'7"-ish?
5'6".
5'6". I'm 5'4". And this is about a decently high chair, and I'm sitting normal. Oh. I didn't. Is that his facial hair?
Yeah, he had it shaved.
Weirdly.
Yeah.
Yep, there's the sign for WrestleMania. I've been really wanting to see another Money in the Bank match.
We can watch one sometime.
Oh, a newer one, like 2024 one.
Oh, well, it's already happened this year.
Really?
You've already missed it. Staying in your room all the time. So I think, to me, Money in the Bank should be a WrestleMania match, not its own pay-per-view.
It should be something that leads up to
Yeah.
WrestleMania.
I'm okay with having an Elimination Chamber pay-per-view, but to me, I think Elimination Chamber should be spontaneous. Like, you never know when it's going to happen. Same with Hell in a Cell. Definitely Hell in a
And
Cell.
there
I
are
think.
some real good Hell in a Cell matches.
Oh, yeah, there's some really good ones. 1, 2, and nope. Kick out. I
some
thought that
good
was it.
Halloween Havoc matches, too.
Yeah, WCW Halloween Havoc always has some decent matches.
Best Halloween Havoc I can remember is when they brought the ambulance out and they loaded a guy into the back of it.
Mm-hmm.
That was a good one.
I don't know which one that one was.
Me neither. It was 19 something. But it's an older one. It was one where they had a set up like that with like it was white.
So you're talking about
They
the
walked
Chamber
out.
of Horrors match. They brought the stretcher out and all that.
Brought the stretcher out with the electric chair.
1, 2, 3. Yeah. 1, 2,
Yeah.
3. Triple H wins the Elimination Chamber.
Wow.
All right. So which one do you think was better, the SmackDown or the Raw Elimination Chamber?
Raw.
No, that one was Raw that we just watched. I know. So to me, it seems like the fans were more into that one than they were the SmackDown. So I agree. I think the Raw was better than the SmackDown. So this structure to me is better than the new one. I think the new one looks, like I said, with the pads and stuff, but I think it looks like the chain is more there's the hard
flimsy
plastic. It doesn't look like it's the actual chain.
So you're saying you like the older Elimination,
I like the old look of the Elimination
than
Chamber.
the newer ones.
Yeah,
I can agree with you on that.
All right, guys. Again, thank you so much for tuning in. Next week's episode, we're going to kick off with Elimination Chamber 2010, and then we're going to go 2017 and 2018, and that will close out our collection of matches with the Elimination Chamber. After we finish that episode, the next set of them, will be the Hell in a Cell collection with Caitlin. With her, we're going to definitely watch The Undertaker versus Mankind, Hell in a Cell. I don't think she's ever seen that. Of course, that's where Mankind gets thrown off the top and then gets
I don't even think she's ever even seen a Hell in a Cell match.
She probably hasn't.
I've seen about 4.
She wants to watch some women's matches, so we'll definitely have probably the first ever women's Elimination Chamber. Or I'm sorry, Hell in a Cell. We'll show her the Hell in a Cell from Armageddon, where it was, if I can remember all of them, I think it was Kurt Angle, Undertaker, Austin Rock, Rikishi, and I think Jericho.
Rikishi was good.
Yep, Rikishi was good. So we're going to watch probably, depending on how long those matches are, 3 per episode with her. Then the next set of tapings after that are going to be with Gavin, where we will watch some casket matches. Of course, most of those are probably going to be Undertaker. And then after that, we'll announce what we got coming up after that. So stay tuned for more announcements. Again, if you're listening on YouTube, you want the full video audio, jump over to our Patreon.
Again, it ain't that much. It's $5.
$5 a month. Yep. And just click or scan the QR codes that you see scrolling through. There's our X, Twitter QR code. Just scan them, join the family, and tell us what you want to watch, what you want to listen to, what you want to look at, all that good stuff.
If you can't find us through this, find us through Twitch.
Absolutely. Sean, again, thank you so much, man, for joining. Hope you had fun.
It's been awesome.
Appreciate it, brother.
I'll be on here again, hopefully.
Yep. We'll have you back on, so now you can return to your cave.
It's not my cave.
So, anyway, thank you for joining us, guys. Catch you down the road.
See y'all.